The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now, to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pine City, Minnesota for tonight's football match between the Pine City Dragons and the Pequot Lakes Patriots. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in here at Saunders Field in Pine City, Minnesota. The Dragons taking on the Patriots of Pequot Lakes. And it should be a good one here tonight. Now, if you look at the on paper, going to look more or less like a lopsided one. But I had a great interview with the Pine City Dragons head coach, Nate Ford. Unfortunately, Berger wasn't able to join us today, but Nate Ford kind of gave us an insight, and he was just saying, hey, it was we had a good week of practice. They felt like they were doing pretty good, and they feel like if they can get out to a pretty good start today, that that they can really give Pequot a run for their money. And I'm excited to see what happens here tonight as we get ready for this one here against the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Patriots are a top team in Section 7-3A. Pine City in Section 5-3A as we go forward here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. But coming up here and getting, I think we're going to get to it actually right now, will be our A&W hometown handoff. Our A&W hometown handoff, of course, brought to you by A&W in Pine City. They are proud to present tonight's hometown handoff. Swing by for a frosty root beer, delicious cheeseburger, or even a mushroom and Swiss. They, of course, got those amazing cheese curds waiting for you. A&W is rooting for all the athletes playing tonight. Our A&W hometown handoff is done with, of course, Adam Hefty, the KBEK morning show host. Adam Hefty, can you hear me over there, sir, in Mora?
I sure can. Homecoming here in Mora. So we're slowly getting ready here in Mora for this homecoming matchup between the Cloquet Lumberjacks and the Mora Mustangs. Cloquet 0-4 on the season. Mora 1-3. So both these teams trying to get into the right direction.
Yeah, and Mora does have a win on the year, but they're looking for a big win on homecoming night. I got to imagine people are starting to pile in, and it's starting to become, one of those stereotypical Friday Night Lights atmospheres over there.
I mean, can you beat it? I mean, this is beautiful weather. We have painted faces all over the place. It's going to take days to get rid of all the glitter that is probably in these bleachers.
Oh man, but those are the nights you live for.
Absolutely,
there, Adam. That is so cool. Here in our game, I'll tell your listeners, we've got Pine City and Pequot Lakes going at it on 106.5 FM. Pine City hosting the Patriots of Pequot Lakes. Pine City winless, but man, if you talk to a lot of people around who has watched this team graduated from here, they're looking at this team and going, they haven't won yet, but they should be 4-0 at this point of the season. So there's a lot of hope surrounding this Pine City team here tonight, and of course, not homecoming this week, but Adam, next week, you and I have a pretty special matchup, but we'll save that for next week's topic. But, Adam, you got an interview coming up here shortly with Whalen, right?
Yeah, I was able to talk to head coach Tim Whalen on my morning show this morning. So he had a lot of good information about this Mora squad, what he's seen so far in the first half of the season and what he wants to see towards the second half. So, yeah, we'll have that pregame interview. Were you able to get an interview with the Pine City coaches by chance?
I was. Sadly, I wasn't able to get Berger. He was gone for today, but I was able to get Nate Fort, and, he talked about how, he also believes, and the team believes, they should be 4-0 on the season. They're a couple of bounces away from that, but they know tonight's going to be a tough matchup. They know the significance of Pequot Lakes, how good they have been, how strong they have been, number two, but they also know that, They beat a Duluth-Denfeld team only by 3, and Two Harbors beat Duluth-Denfeld by 27 points there, Adam. So they only lost to Two Harbors by 7. So they're coming into this one thinking, you know what, if we can play our best, we might have a good competitive chance here tonight. So I'm excited to see, again, can just Pine City be competitive? That's what we're looking for here tonight. Well, Adam, I want to thank you for joining us for the hometown handoff, and I know we will talk to each other later as we give each other updates.
Of course, we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. That, again, is our A&W hometown handoff, brought to you by, of course, A&W in Pine City. Going along here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch is the area's premier indoor training facility. They've got batting cages and even live instruction. Get your team trained at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are located in the Tanger Outlet Mall. As we go forward here in this Here's the Pitch pregame, mind you that coming up at halftime, we'll have the Here's the Pitch owner, Jan Bernier, interview. We'll play that one from last week in case you just didn't hear it. But going forward in this one, got about 20 minutes left before we get to our introduction. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to hear that interview with head coach Nate Fort that we recorded earlier today. So stay tuned. After the commercial break, we will have that interview. But for now, a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Men's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Men's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'm joined by one of the co-head coaches of the Pine City Dragons football team, Coach Fort. Thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having us, or having me today.
Taking a look here, last week's game up at Two Harbors. Another rainy, wet night, but again, you guys fell 7-0. If you could give us a quick kind of synopsis of that one, and then what were your biggest takeaways?
Tell you what, that was one whale of a ball game, offensively, defensively, more specifically defensively. Two Harbors run such a tough offense. They're combined, they're foot to foot. They have a lot of pulling guys. And Coach Howard, Coach Berger, and all the defensive staff just did an amazing job of keeping them at bay and giving the offense time and time again an opportunity to go win a ball game. And in going into that game, you know, you look at last year's score and what we weren't able to get accomplished, and what Two Harbors has done this year has been amazing. And our kids put ourselves in a position to win with 4 minutes left to go. We couldn't have asked for a better chance. Our kids played their tails off. And defensively especially, we just kept getting opportunities, turnovers, and they kept making huge stops for us. And Two Harbors was giving us opportunities just by being able to not kick or punt the ball. And offensively, we'd get things rolling, and there would be a big penalty. We'd get things rolling, there'd be another big penalty. So we just had to keep the guys focused on we're right where we want to be. And I think there were some non-believers out there, unfortunately, on our team, and they didn't think they would be that close. And I think they found out very quickly by halftime that we're much better than 0-4. We absolutely are.
And you can really see that from week one. You could really tell that this team was a lot better than what the scoreboard had showed. And it's really impressive to watch. And you can just kind of tell in talking with some of the guys that they definitely feel it too. But looking at that game, the first quarter was there were a lot of penalties in that first quarter on both sides. And I thought both teams did a really good job of kind of overcoming those penalties. And for you as a coach, looking at this team, the offense hasn't quite got it going yet. But we've seen sparks for this team, and it seems like it's so close. How do you make sure that you stay positive with the team and let them know that we're right there, we're almost there, but also trying to still fix the problems?
Yeah, our message has been, Ethan, in the last couple of weeks is the W is there for whoever wants to take it, and our kids are trying to understand that message of you are so close to overcoming these obstacles. Whether it's penalties, whether it's our inability to move the ball. Our penalties hurt us offensively, and it really hurts Two Harbors as well. Neither team is built for backwards 10 yards, backwards 5 yards. They're built to go forwards 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. And what really hurt us last week is we couldn't throw the ball well. And whether it was the wind or whether it was our scheme of things, we just couldn't complete passes. And I think offensively, when we are at our best, if you look back to the Bram game, if you look back to the Hibbing game, when we were successful against Hibbing and Bram, we were able to be two-dimensional. Whether it was passing the ball or running the ball, we had their defenses guessing what we were doing. And last week I thought we were very predictable because we couldn't throw the ball effectively. Tonight versus the Pequot Lakes game, if we can't throw the ball, it's going to be tough sledding. And we've got to be able to stretch the field and take chances and complete passes. When you complete the only pass you throw last week, you're very much limited, and we were very limited.
Unfortunately, last week you mentioned the pass game didn't get working because it looks like this team is quite able to pass the ball. You've got a pretty good you've got a quarterback duo, which unfortunately weren't able to have one of those guys last week. But looks like they are able to pass the ball pretty well. How do you make sure that the connection with whether it's quarterback, receiver, quarterback, tight end, running back, center, and quarterback exchange? How do you just make sure that that is getting better each week?
Practice it. And part of that practice has to be the mental reps. We bring up our film and we draw up our plays and we show the guys, like, in this situation, one guy can cover two. That is not good for us. We got to make sure we run our routes and run them well. The spacing has to be accurate. So every day this week we spent time on spacing. We spent time on why it is we need you to do exactly what we're asking you to do, because otherwise it looks like last week. Where there was a play late in the game, Two Harbors picked us off. And if you watch the play, we had two receivers within 3 yards of each other. And it's not designed that way. The kids get too excited and they don't think. And so we're trying to slow them down. And just before you take off that line, where are you supposed to be? Evan Dens, we've been harping on him all week long to press the line of scrimmage, Dens. You need to press the line. You need to show them that you're willing to run or throw the ball. Last week he wasn't pressing the line at all. So Two Harbors had no threat but to sit back in their cover 3 zone and wait for Evan to push the line, which he never did. So all week long, we've been pushing that line of scrimmage with Evan and saying you need to be a guy that's a dual threat every single time we throw the ball.
This week, obviously, we don't have Berger, but just touching on the defense, again, this defense all year has been pretty darn good and has made some big stops along the way. Same thing with last Friday. You've got a team in Pequot Lakes who really likes to spread the ball out, that will do a lot of different things with it. They can pass the ball, they can run the ball. Defensively, obviously, we know this defense is really good. What are the different things that they have to pay attention to this week with Pequot?
Tell you what, it's like flipping a quarter. We went from heads to tails this week. Last week, Two Harbors, not a big threat to throw the ball. They want to run over top of you. So all week long last week, the coaches prepared them for that run-stopping game and said, let them beat us throwing the ball. This week, gosh, it's a flip of the script, and now it's throwing the ball all over the place, a bunch of good athletes. And Coach Berger and Coach Barth and Coach Howard and Coach Kubish have really worked this week on, all right, now we have to do this completely different, and you're asking a bunch of young kids to completely change their mindset. And it's been challenging this week, and I think the kids are up to the challenge. Last week we had some breakout guys. Ezra Barth had almost 7 tackles defensively. Philip Letourneau played an outstanding game up front with Evan Dens. And you try to find a team in the state of Minnesota that takes their quarterback and puts him at nose tackle. I don't think you'll find one. And we do it because the kid is good at it. So I think putting pressure on that Pequot quarterback tonight is going to be huge. If we can't do it, he is very capable of picking you apart. If we put pressure on that quarterback and drop into our right coverages, I think the defense has a pretty good scheme ready to roll, and in hopes that we'll keep the game close.
And over the last 8 games total, you have had a lot of guys who have been willing and ready and able to step into positions that they may not be familiar with, that maybe they haven't even played at all. What is it like to see those guys be so willing to be selfless for the betterment of the team?
You know, that's the beauty of coaching in Pine City, and establishing this culture that I think we've done a pretty good job at, is the whole idea of team before me. And we've asked multiple kids to try different things, even if it might not be their favorite, and they step forward. I'll give you an example of Grant Skluzacek a few weeks back. You know, we asked him to take quarterback. He says, sure. Evan Denz is coming back. We asked him, what do you think? What do you want to play to help our team? And he said, I'll do whatever it takes for us to be successful. When you hear those things from those guys, you know you're doing the right things. The W's will take care of themselves. We tell the guys all the time that we are proud of the men they're becoming, and part of that selflessness is so awesome to see. That's going to take them way beyond football, and it's going to make them really good people in our community.
Looking at tonight's game again at Pequot Lakes, a team who has been known to be a little bit of a stronger school, but again, things go differently at home. What are you hoping to see kind of from both sides of the ball tonight to kind of set the tone for the team and just get them to believe that, hey, they're in a team we can't stick with?
Compete. That's been our message, is go compete. It can't be this week where you take a play off, because that's not competing. And Pequot will expose anyone that doesn't compete at a high level every single play. We want to see our guys compete from the start to the finish, and we don't want to see anyone back down. And that will be our message tonight before the game, is go be competitive against a very good squad. They beat Denfeld last week by 3 points, and that wasn't a blowout. Denfeld kept it close. Denfeld gave themselves a chance to win that ball game, and that's what the position we want to be in tonight is be competitive, give yourself a chance to win a ball game late. That's what we did against Two Harbors. It's what we did against Bram. It should have been Hibbing. It should have been Rock Ridge. We want 5 weeks in a row where we're just straight-out competitive football, and we'll be very proud of them if that's the case, and we've been very proud of them for the first 4 weeks. Our kids like to hit this year, and I think last year's group went into that Pequot game, and the first 3 plays figured it out that it wasn't for them that night for whatever reason. We backed off, and we weren't competing, and it got ugly in a hurry. So go compete tonight.
And another thing I wanted to touch on was preseason we had talked about the lines. The lines were kind of the staple of this team. That was kind of the veteran group of this squad. How impressed have you been? You mentioned you threw your quarterback down at nose tackle, but how impressed has these lines been here so far through the first half of the season?
I think it was predictable at the beginning of the year that they're going to be probably our strongest position, and they might be. And what surprised us is how much they've still improved. Even though they were going to be our strongest position, we thought coming into the season, they've still improved. I think our D-line has improved tremendously. A guy like Philip Laterno is really starting to turn it on. He's a big specimen. He works hard. And then you put a guy like Denz down there who's just a completely different type of player. He's powerful, but he's quick. And then offensively, our right side is really starting to mold. I feel like we can run behind Ashton Moore. I think we can run behind Ashton Stish. And Tyler Dwyer has really solidified our center position. Our right side of our line has been outstanding. Big Frith on the other side is probably our most improved player. He's an offensive tackle that week 1 we really took a step back and said, wow, we got a lot of work to do here. And Frith has stepped up to the challenge and really did a great job. And Caleb Hogberg is a guy that a couple of years ago we asked to go from a running back to a guard, and we always forget of how much he has solidified that front for us. So, yeah, you're right. That offensive line, defensive line have been outstanding.
Going forward, looking at the game so far this season for you guys, the first 4, it looks like the first couple of drives, it looks like their team's just kind of kicking the rust off, getting the nerves kind of out of them. How do you make sure they come out tonight and that first drive is just kind of getting that momentum and confidence going?
I think preparing them mentally going in is important. We're quite young, to be honest, and we have a lot of senior and a lot of senior leadership, but we are also playing a ton of juniors and a ton of sophomores, and we're even mixing in some freshmen if people are watching that on film. And so we got such a wide variety out there. Getting them all on the same page right away and getting them to calm down is a big, big task, a big ask. But I think for us, it's a turnover thing. If we can defensively go out there and turn the ball over for them right away, that would be huge. If we can keep the ball, we don't even have to score, but just keep the ball in our possession. Last week, I thought it was a huge statement right away. Our first drive was over 6.5 minutes, and I think that showed Two Harbors right off the bat that, hey, we're here to play. I would love to have seen us drive that ball down the field and score. I think it really would have set the tone early. But I thought last week they got the message offensively, and getting that first drive established, take away those penalties, I think we score a touchdown. I think that's the guys stepping up and starting to mature.
Coach, that's all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, you're just outstanding. We appreciate you guys, and thanks for covering us again for tonight. And it should be beautiful weather. It should be a great atmosphere.
Yes, much better weather than the last 2 weeks. So, Coach, I thank you again for taking time to do the interview. It is greatly appreciated.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Back here on the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or your own pitcher to perfect your next season's swing. Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall, North Branch Tanger Outlet Mall, that's called. Ethan Game Day Gilman here. I'm at George Saunders Field in Pine City, Minnesota for tonight's game as the Dragons host the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Going to take a look at these two teams real quick, starting with the Patriots. They come into here tonight playing out of 3A, excuse me. They are number 2 in the section, number 8 in the state. They are 4-0 overall, 2-0 in their own section, having scoring 46 points a game and only giving up 10 points per game. They are second behind Piers in that section. Piers is the number 1 team in that section. They're also the number 4 team in the state. If we look across the state of Minnesota in Class 3A, number 3 is Minneapolis North. Number 2 is Waseca. The number 1 is St. Croix Lutheran. I remember when I was playing football, St. Croix Lutheran was the team to beat. They were going to state seemingly every year, kind of like Moose Lake Willow River. That was the team to beat. And now it's been Piers, Pequot, Esco, a bunch of different teams, but it is Pequot Lakes, number 2 behind Piers in that section. As we take a look at their schedule so far, again, they were able to beat Esco 27-7, then Rockridge 61-8. Then they also beat Proctor 68-0. And then they played a game, interestingly, against Duluth-Denfeld. Now, why this game is interesting is because of the way it went. Two Harbors played Duluth-Denfeld. Now, remember, Pine City only lost to Two Harbors by 7 points, by 1 touchdown, and they should have won that game. Two Harbors beat Duluth-Denfeld 23-0. 23-0. So, Pequot Lakes plays Duluth-Denfeld, wins by 3. Pine City's a much better team than that. Pine City is a much better team. They get a clean field here tonight. They get a non-rainy night, a perfect night for football. Does that mean they're going to win? No. But does that mean they got a chance to be competitive here tonight? It absolutely does. It absolutely means that they can be competitive here tonight. And we belong here. This is, we are competitive. They need to take that physicality in right from the get-go, right from that Kettle River Pizza kickoff, and bring it to Pequot. Because as he mentioned, Pequot Lakes is not going to sit back and let you go. They're not just being like, oh, they're letting up, so we should as well. No, they're going to go after you, and they're going to say, hey, we don't care. We're coming at you, and we're not going to stop until you submit. But if you give it back, there's a chance tonight that they can be extremely competitive. And again, we need to see it from the start. We need to see them get off to a really good start. We've seen them get off a little bit slow here this season, but if they can get off to a good start here tonight, I think they have a chance of being competitive here against Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes, again, 4-0, again, in a top 10 team in all of Class 3A. Talking of Pine City, we'll continue to talk about them as coming into tonight in Section 5-3A. They're 0-4 at the bottom of the section. The bottom of the section, really the bottom 4 parts of the section are up for grabs. Really, the top 2 seeds are the only top, well, even because Spectrum, we're not going to get into what Spectrum has. But everyone but Annandale's spot is up for grabs here for the playoffs. Yes, 2 through, 7? That's 3. Yes, 2 through 7. The 2 through 7 seeds are up for grabs because Spectrum really isn't that good of a team. They're ranked 17th. They're 3-1. They haven't played any competitive teams this year. I'm going to be blunt. They have not played any competitive teams this year, has Spectrum. So they're a lousy 3-1, if you will. Now, again, I'm not trying to be rude to them, but they just haven't played anybody really competitive. So Pack Charter's in this section, which, again, they're not super competitive either. But Pine City, 0-4, they should be 4-0. Now, you might say to yourself, what are you talking about, 4-0? They lost to Hibbing in a game they really should have won. Turnovers and penalties set them back a lot. Otherwise, they were driving every single possession they had, and I have no doubt would have gotten into the end zone. They lost to Bram by 6. Bram is one of the better teams in Class Single A. They're, 3rd in their section, and that section is loaded, and they only lost by 6. I mean, this team is so much better. Then they would go and lose to Rockridge at home last week, 20-0. Let me tell you, that's another game that was just so, I mean, man, if it's a clean field last week or 2 weeks ago, we had Evan Denz in the postgame. He said, yeah, if it's not raining, we win this game, and it's not even close. And everyone saw that. And then they would go up to Two Harbors last week and only lose by 7. I cannot explain to you how much that means to lose by 7 to Two Harbors, who has had a good year, 3-1 so far. But for them to only lose by 7, I mean, it's another one. They felt like we should have won that one. There's no reason we shouldn't have. So they're coming in here tonight again, hungry for a win. They need to keep that physicality up. They need to bring it on every single down right from the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. They need to. It has to be there. The energy levels, the physicality, it all has to be there right from the start if they want to get a win here this evening over the Pequot Lakes Patriots. It's not going to be easy. It is going to be hard, but they can be competitive at the very least tonight. At the very least, they can be competitive here tonight, and I'm excited to see how well they can do that this evening against not quite a juggernaut, but a team that has been strong for the last handful plus of years in all of football. They haven't made it to state. Don't remember when the last time it was, but they've been had a couple of speed bumps along the way with ESCO in their section, so there have been a couple of hurdles to get over, but they have done such a good job so far in being a strong team the last few years, so I'm excited to see what happens here tonight. That's going to do it, though, for our Here's the Pitch pregame. We're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, we will be ready for that Kettle River Pizza kickoff. But first, a word from our fine sponsors here on 106.5 FM and 1350 WCMP. Back with kickoff here.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year. To learn more, Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's
been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees.
We'll have to get that commercial at our first break, but now it is time for your Kettle River Pizza Kickoff. Need to fundraise for your team? Kettle River Pizza in Ascove has a practical and user-friendly fundraising program. Visit kettleriverpizza.com/fundraising to learn more. Our Kettle River Pizza Kickoff coming your way here very, very shortly. In less than a minute, 12 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in quarter number one. A tough team here tonight for Pine City to face off against. It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a tough one. It is going to be one where they're going to have to battle and they're going to have to compete from the word go, from the kickoff. And again, this is the toughest team they faced all year, but if they can stay competitive from this kickoff, I think they'll be just fine. Trying to see who's back deep to return for the Patriots of Pequot Lakes. Looks like it will be, well, I had a roster. There it is. So Griffin Hanna is back deep to return, but is going to be taken by one of the up men at the 25 to the 30. Cuts it out at the 35 to the 40, and he'll be taken down at about the 41. And that's where the Patriots will start with it on offense. So the Patriots come out, and their quarterback is number 2, Blake Spitzka. They like to pass this ball, and this young man's got an arm on him. He is very talented. They'll go 2 receivers right, 2 on the, well, it'll be a tight end and then a kind of a 2 tight end set on that left side. They will fake the run. It'll be a receiver screen on this right side. He's got a good block to the outside, and then he's taken down at the 46, a gain of 5 there for number 17, Nick Wallen. So a gain, they're going to give him to the 47, it looks like. So gain of 6. And it'll be second down and 4. Petronic on the stop. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends on this right side for Spitzka. And he'll hand it up the middle this time. And he's got a little bit of room to run past the 50 to the Dragon side of the 50. That's Griffin Hanna. He gets it to the 47.5-yard line. Gain of 7 for Hanna. And it's a new set of downs for Pequot Lakes. So now on the 47.5-yard line of the Dragons side of the 50. Two receivers will split out wide left, two tight ends on the right side. One will split off of the tight end on the line. Hannah right next to Spitzka. Spitzka will take the snap, and he'll fake the give. He'll look to throw off the right side. He's left wide open. He turns the left way. He breaks off of one tackle and then thought he was shoved out of bounds. He was by Sam Johnson. Right at that first down marker, and it looks like it'll be short by inches. So gain of 10 there for Sutton Sullivan, and it'll be short by about the length of the football. So second down and a short one for Pequot. Two receivers right, running back on the right side of Spitzka, two tight ends left. Spitzka taps his helmet on the right side. Tried to get the Dragons to jump. They did not. Now he'll look to run with it. Breaks off of one ankle tackle, breaks off another, gets to the 35, and then is absolutely slammed down there by number 51. That is Ashton Moore with the stop, but he gets all the way up to about the 34. It's a gain of 4 and a first down. So Spitzka with the 4-yard gain and a new set of downs. And a first down for the Patriots. That's another thing with Spitzka is he's shifty. He's shifty, so you got to watch out for her. Jasmine along with Hannah on each side of the quarterback. Two receivers out wide left. He'll look and he'll give it off to Jasmine. Jasmine gets up to the 30, and that is where he is stopped. Stopped hard in his tracks by Evan Denz. Actually, they're going to spot him back at the 31, so only a gain of 3. So Tanner Jasmine, only a gain of 3 there, as a nice tackle by Evan Denz stopped him cold in his tracks. In talking with head coach Nate Ford, he talked about, Evan Denz, good luck getting him off the field. He also wants contact. He's not going to shy away. Even if that means there's an open hole, he wants the contact, and you like those type of guys. Two receivers wide left. They'll give it now, and on a reverse, they'll give it to Jasmine. He goes nowhere, maybe a yard, and they'll get him just past right on the 30. Maybe a gain of 1.5 for Jasmine, and it's going to be third down. Third down and a long 6 now for the Patriots. Nice job there by the Dragons defense, not being fooled by the reverse. Staying in their spots. Now they'll go 4 wide. Running back to the left of Spitzka. Two receivers on each side of the formation. Spitzka in the gun. Third down and 6. He takes the snap. He'll look to his right. Pump fakes. Now he rolls to his left. Looking, he'll shovel pass it forward basically. Oh, he caught it on his hip. He's got some room to run to the 15-10, and he's gone. Touchdown Patriots. So a 30-yard catch and run by Rock Hullabar. And that just, unfortunately, some poor open field tackling there by Pine City. And that is how he was able to. And it was bad angles to get to the ball carrier, which is another unfortunate thing. They do that Duluth drill to practice your angles. And unfortunately there, they are going to get into the end zone after the 30-yard touchdown grab and run from Rock Hullabar. That is, I can't quite tell, but Pequot Lakes will line up to go for the PAT. It is up and it is good. Kick there by number, 8? And number 8 is Becker Lipke. So that'll make it 7-0. Patriots on the board. And you know what? That's unfortunate because, the Dragons were getting them into a little bit of a longer drive, over 3 minutes. And if they even are able to stop him in the open field, they're forcing them to go extra plays and on that drive. And maybe that's not necessarily what Pequot wants. So if you're Pine City, that's something that you want to capitalize on and just getting better open field tackling, better angles to the ball carrier. But unfortunately there, it leads to a Patriots touchdown. And we will get set for another Kettle River Pizza kickoff, 8:54 on that Embrace, 57, on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Patriots up 7-0. So now I want to see if this offense can get something going in their first drive. It's been the first couple quarters that they have kind of struggled with, but if they can get something going here on the first drive, Pequot Lakes is not going to expect that, and that would be a great way to start this game for Pine City. So Lipke will get set to boot it away. Denz And Johnson back deep to return for Pine City. Here's the boot. That's a deep one, and Dens is going to have to take back all the way near the 5. Goes into the goal line, trying to cut it upfield, and nothing doing there. So he gets to about the 16-yard line. That's just a really good kick by Lipke. Can't blame too much there on Dens. He did what he could. So that's where this offense will take over at their own 16-yard line. Evan Dens will lead the team out. Unfortunately, Sklzacek still out under concussion protocol. Keeping him out here tonight, which they're hoping to get him back next week for homecoming, and wouldn't that be awesome? They should be almost darn near fully healthy next week, so they will be looking forward to that. Meanwhile, they'll line up in the gun themselves. They'll go with a similar formation. In fact, the same, but they'll have 2 receivers left. And a man in motion now left to right. They'll fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle, and carrying it right back to the line of scrimmage that time was Sam Johnson. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Dragons. Good fakes, but just Pequot Lakes kind of, I don't want to say they knew what was coming. They did a good job of plugging up the holes right there in the middle, and nothing doing for Pine City. They'll come back to the line. Same exact formation with the receivers on the left side. Dens in the gun with Johnson to his left. Dens takes the snap. Man in motion again, left to right. This time it's going to be Dens. Dens trying to weave his way, trying to find something to do, but nothing there, and Dens will get nothing. No gain for Dens, and that makes it 3rd and 10. So good push up front by Pequot, but, this line, in talking with, again, head coach Nate Ford, he had talked about how, their offensive line was kind of the one that stood out the most just based off of the veteran on the line, and then they thought that was their strength, but so far Pequot getting underneath them. And, hey, low man wins, especially on the line, so Pine City needs to fire off the line here on 3rd and 10 and try and get something going. You don't want to get a 3-and-out, especially this deep in your own territory. 3rd and 10, 2 receivers left, 1 right off the tight end. Dens will be alone. That'll be 3 receivers left, 1 left. Now he motions them to the right side. They will look for the receiver screen. He wanted to take it, but unfortunately nothing do. He had to double clutch, and then he was sacked. And ball will be spotted back at the 10-yard line. The nose will sit right on the 10. So a loss of 5 there. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and not what you want to see if you're Pine City. Back deep to return, Sutton Sullivan for the Patriots. And to punt will be number 54, Dominic Kurth for the Dragons. So Kurth will punt it away. This was a spot that has kind of given them a little bit of trouble here last few weeks. Sullivan will take it in at the 40, trying to get around one defender. He does, trying to follow his blockers, and then Dens is there at about the 35, and that's where they take him down. At the 35, they'll spot him at the 36, and that is where the Patriots will take over. So the Patriots offense will come back out onto the field. And they get to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right. They'll go I formation with a strong tight end left. Give off here to Hannah, and he goes nowhere. In on the stop. That time was, of course, number 51, Moore. Ashton Moore was in there for the stop. No gain for Hannah, and it's 2nd and 10. The D-line's here tonight so far, although it's only been two drives and 1 play of another. The defensive lines here so far are not doing too bad for both teams. So if you're Pine City, at least you can hang your hat on that right now. They'll go out of the I form again. Pine City will look to make another stop with their D-line. And they'll fake to give the time. It'll be a rollout. He's got his man right here. And nice tackle low, and he'll get up to about the 28-yard line. up to the 28. It's a gain of 7 for Sullivan. And that'll make it 3rd and 3. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Magnuson is the running back to the right of Spitzka. And in fact, it'll be a HB direct. A running back gets the snap. He's got it out left to the 20. And he carries the defender right to the 20-yard line. So Magnuson will take it for 8 yards and a new set of downs. 8-yard gain for Magnuson, and it'll be a new first down for Pequot Lakes. Well, just an HB direct is what that's called. It's not as simple as it sounds, especially for the offense, because it's got to be a decent snap. The running back has to get there in time, because if not, that's disaster. But they did a good job getting there. They'll line up in the I form again. 2 receivers left, strong right. They'll take the snap, give to Magnuson off the right side line. He cuts it up the middle, but slam to the ground. That's Evan Denz. And oh no, we got a man down. That's Ashton Moore. Magnuson maybe picked up a yard, if anything, but unfortunately now Ashton Moore is down. Well, it looks like they're going to get him up to the 17. Gain of 3 for Magnuson, but now a timeout for an injury, unfortunately, and well, we'll hope and pray that he's all right, but back after word from our fine sponsors.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Zurich, Landscape Structures, and CWMF. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and gold sponsors Biz Recycling, Central McGowan, Rosenbauer, and MNCEO. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Well, Magnuson on the carry there, took it up to about the 5. We've got 2 flags down, 1 at the line of scrimmage, so it's coming back no matter what. Then we got another one around the tackle, so I don't know if this might be offsetting with a horse collar and a hold. We'll have to wait and see. Or a face mask and a hold. I'm not sure. It's holding. Oh, offense. Okay. And then, 2 on the offense. Okay. So it'll be a chop block will be the official call. So they got 2 penalties on the offense, but 1 will be accepted. So it'll be the chop block variety. And, yeah, you can't cut below the waist. They've got certain parameters in which you can do that. And, well, he did it outside of those parameters. So first penalty of the night. Coming at the 3:56 mark of the first quarter. This will back up that ball all the way to about the 32-yard line, so it's second and a country mile, and us who live in Pine City know what that looks like. So it'll be second and long. Now, for Pine City, this is where you capitalize. This is where you tell the defense, hey, this is where we need you to step up, and even though, yes, this is still going to be 4-down territory for Pequot, this is where you make a stop, and this is where you get the game swung back in our favor. 4-receiver formation, 5-receiver formation with 3 on the right side, 2 on the left for Spitzka. Spitzka in the gun. He sends a man in motion. They had a false start. No, they're going to get offside. I think one of the linemen moved first for Pequot. Oh, I thought one of the linemen moved first, and that's why Pine City jumped, but they don't agree. I don't know about that. I think Pequot Lake, I mean, to be fair, it was close, but I think Pequot moved first. Of course, I'd say that I'm from Pine City, so. But now you get them a little bit closer, and that's how sometimes the momentum can shift back to the other hand. So we'll see if Pine City can still capitalize. 5-receiver formation, 3 on the right, 2 on the left for Spitzka. Spitzka. He'll look to his right. He'll throw. He's got his man. And, good coverage there by the defender, Petronic, but I thought he was close enough to where he should have been a little bit closer, and he's taking him down at the 23. Gain of only 4 there for Sutton Sullivan. And it's 3rd and long. So good coverage there by Petronic, but again, with good coverage that he had, I thought he hesitated a little bit, kind of cutting up to the receiver. 4 receiver formation, 2 on each side, running back to the left of Spitzka. Spitzka takes the snap. He'll look to his left, and he's going to chuck it deep to his left. He's got a man, but the defender is there. Nice job by the defender, knocking that one away. Great job at getting back there. That was Mitchell Norton on the coverage. What a great job coverage-wise by Mitchell Norton. I got to tell you how good of a job that was by Mitchell Norton. He playing back as the safety there, and man, it's a good thing he was playing back there, more of a zone coverage look, because that's a touchdown, but he got his hand up. Whether he got it or not, I don't know, but his hand got in the way enough to where Nick Wallen could not bring it in cleanly, and he forces that incompletion. It's 4th and long. Pine City with a chance to get the ball back. 4 receiver formation, 2 on each side. For Spitzka, he'll have the running back Magnuson to his left. He'll look to his left again. That's where he wants to go. Same wheel route, but it's going to be knocked away. And that's a great job there by Kevin McKellar. That is great coverage. Great coverage in the zone by Kevin McKellar. Can't really ask too much better there from your DB. Great coverage by McKellar. 2:23 to go. Dragons get the ball back in the first quarter. That is an impressive 2 sets of plays there for Pine City defensively. These DBs, they heard the message. They heard it. You got to watch out on these pass plays because they are going to spread it out. But so far, 2 incredible plays by these DBs. Now this offense looks to get some push. 2 receivers left, tight ends on the right as well. Running back to the right of Evan Dens. Man in motion left to right. It'll be a fake to Mitchell Norton, and Dens off the right side. He gets tackled around the ankles. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So no gain for him there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at about the 22-yard line. 23, 22 and a half, 23, something like that. So no gain there. And again, up front so far, it's the D-line. Both these D-lines tonight have kind of been controlling the line of scrimmage, so we'll see how that goes moving forward here in this one. Pine City just needs to get a little bit more push off the get-go, and we know that they've got some shifty players, and if they can get something, a little bit of space, we'll see them march this ball downfield. 2 receivers will be right now, or receiver to the left. Man in motion left to right. We got a false start, maybe? Yep. Dang. Well, it'll be a false start now for Pine City. Didn't see it, but doesn't mean it didn't happen. So that'll put him back 5, 2nd and 15 now. And these are the things that Coach Fort was talking about. It's the penalties that have kind of killed them this year. And if it hasn't, it's hurt their momentum. They've had momentums on some drives, but then they get pushed back after a big run that erases the 10, 12, 15-yard run, takes it all the way back and even further, and then then they're stuck in 2nd and 3rd and longs, and that is what has kind of destroyed their momentum this year, and they got to try and make sure they're just playing fundamentally sound football. They got to get out of their own heads. It'll be 3 receivers right, 1 left. They'll send a man in motion right to left. Dens will take the snap, and he wanted a screen. Nothing was there, so he'll take it himself, and he gets forward, and looks like a scramble for the ball at the end here, but I think he was down. He was certainly down in my opinion. Gets it back to about the 19, they'll say. So pick up, knows the ball close enough to the 20. We'll give him 2. So it looked like they wanted to get the receiver screen on this left side, but Dens just didn't see something that he wanted to hit there and decided, you know what, I'm going to take it myself. He only gained 2, so it'll be 3rd and long still. So now we'll see what they try and do on 3rd and long with 30 seconds to go here in the first. 2 receivers right, 1 left, running back to the right of Dens in the gun. Dens will take the snap. He'll roll out to his right. A deep rollout. Going to chuck it over the middle, intercepted. Intercepted right at the 30 by number 23. And number 23 is Joby Tweet, excuse me. So an interception on the first pass attempt from Dens. That'll be a turnover. So that is not the way you want that one to go. A turnover for drive number 2 for Pine City. And, well, that'll give Pequot good starting field position right at the 30. It's Spitzka. He'll roll out to his right, got him, and at the 34, but he is planted into the ground by Michael Petronic. Sullivan with the catch. Gets about, they're going to give him only 3. Gain of 3 there. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. Some big hits here by this Pine City defense. They are feeling it, but the offense just can't seem to get in rhythm. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back for the second quarter here on WCMP.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350 Dragons Trail. 7-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Pine City, man, this defense tonight has just got a different kind of fire under their bellies here this evening. I mean, every time they get a hit, they're up and celebrating. And it's not just a hit, by the way. They are slamming these guys into the ground legally, let's put it. It is within the realms of the rules, not body slamming them WWE style, but it is within the realms of the rules. And it's been, that side of things have been impressive. It could be a single back formation. They'll stack the receivers on the left side. Spitzka under center. He'll toss it out wide left here. The man who got the interception is going to take it on the toss. He tries to cut it upfield. He breaks off of one tackle, breaks through another arm tackle, grinds forward to about the 16, 17-yard line, and that's where he'll be stopped. It's a gain of 10 there for Joby Tweet. I apologize, I didn't move the camera there. Just me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm trying to do all these things at once, so I apologize. Try not to get on me too much. You can get on me, just not too much. I'm trying to do my best. Ball be spotted, I think, at about the 15 or 16, 17-yard line. 11 and a half minutes ago. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Running back to the left of Spitzka. Sends a man in motion right to left. And Pine City jumped well off sides. So push him up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 now for Pequot. And again, it's the penalties that have hurt Pine City all year long. Got to find a way to make sure those don't happen as often as they have been. Same formation they'll come out in. Running back will be to the left of Spitzka. Hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. I think it's close anyways. He'll take the snap. He'll look to his right. It's a receiver screen. He's got it. He's got some room in front of him, and he is in. Touchdown. That pass there, a 13-yard pass to Sullivan for his first touchdown, and Spitzka's second touchdown of the touchdown, or the first half. It'll be 13-0. They'll line up in an awkward formation and more than likely go to then special teams to do a push pass, but the running back, oh, he did get in. Wow, the push pass works for 2. So, well, that's going to be 2 there for Pequot Lakes. And that makes it 15-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. Well, a big couple of plays here that for Pequot that they've just broken through some arm tackles. Not great open field tackling for Pine City, but the want and the will to hit is there. It's just they need to make sure they're wrapping up and getting better angles to these ball carriers and getting low. They got to remember to get and stay low because right now I think they're getting up too high when they tackle these guys. They need to get low and make sure they're getting them around the waist and ankles and need to get one and then multiple tacklers to the ball carrier and then start ripping at that ball. Start ripping at the ball. Pequot, they're vulnerable to fumble. Why not get them? Evan Dens, Sam Johnson will be back deep to return for Pine City. And last time Lipke kicked it off, it was deep. So let's see. Lipke will ready, and here's the boot. And it'll be taken in by Dens up past the 15 to the 20 to the 25. Cuts it up the field to the 30. Runs into a wall there at about the 33, and that's where they will start with the ball. This possession comes with 10:40 left here in the second. Now let's see if this offensive line can get some push. This is what the O-line needs. They need a good drive to just get some push going. 33-yard line will be where they spot the ball. Got a ton of other games going on in our local listening area. Just on our airwaves alone, Mora hosting Cloquet in Mora. Adam Hefty's got that call on KBEK. Then on our YouTube channels, Bram hosting Cherry and Malacca hosting Albany. Be sure to go check those out as well. Taking some time to get the play call in here, and they finally get it. Two receivers left, tight end right, running back right next to Dens on the right side. Dens takes it. Oh, he fumbled it, but he's going to pick it back up and nothing doing on the carry. No gain there. Well, they'll give him a yard. So we will as well. So 2nd and 9. Dens will come to the sideline quick to get the call from Darian Hall, who checks into the game. Again, taking some time to get this play call in. They're going to have to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. A little bit of confusion as to where they're supposed to be set up. 5, 4, 3. They get the snap off in time. They'll fake the give. Jet sweep left. Now to Sam Johnson up the middle, and he gets to about the 36, a gain of 2 for Sam Johnson. And it'll be 3rd and 7. Good job there by Johnson to cut that one up, but then, he ran into a wall there. Just nothing really doing for him as he cut that one up. Again, it was a good cut up the field. It's just not much doing. Pequot Lakes does a good job of filling these holes and just making sure that there are really no cutback lanes to really speak of. Under 9.5 to go here in the first half. Pine City comes out 3rd down and 7. Two receivers right, tight end left, running back to the behind, looks like, to the right possibly of Dens. Man in motion right to left. Dens will take the snap. He'll look to throw. He wanted his man. Now he's got a man deep, and he's got his tight end, but overthrew him. Oh, man. He had him. McKellar out there beat his defender, and he beat him bad. If that one is completed, McKellar's in the end zone right now. Good-looking throw from Dens, just a tad too long. Had too much mustard on it, as they say. So a good-looking pass. He made the right read, but just a little too long. Pequot will look like they are set for the punt, and looks like Pine City will do such. The punter is Kurth, and Kurth is back to boot it away. Kurth readies, and there's the punt. This will be kind of a rolling punt and a good punt. Oh, it's going to stop right in the grass, right at about the 27. He picks it up. He makes a man miss at the 30 and gets forward to about the 34, 33-yard line. You can hear someone on the sideline yell, that was a beautiful punt, and they ain't lying because that was a gorgeous-looking punt by Kurth. So this ball going to be spotted right at the 34-yard line. That's where Pequot takes over. And Pine City's going to take a timeout. Interesting. Nobody is hurt. That's usually what happens. But, interesting. So we'll get a 30-second break after this timeout from Pine City.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here out of the timeout, Pine City took. They left with 2. I don't know if that injury timeout counted as one. I don't think it did, but I could be wrong. Pine City coming back out onto the field here defensively. They've done a decent job. Again, scoreboard reads 15-0, but they've done a pretty good job defensively. Other than some good starting field position for Pequot. 2 receivers left. Tight ends will bunch up on the right. Spitzka in the gun. He'll look to his right. Quick throw out there, and the receiver caught it, and then he's quickly taken down by Petronic. Over there was number 40. Samson Rothwell with the catch. And he picks up about 5. Pequot Lake's going to go in the hurry up now. Same formation as before. Receiver out wide right this time. They'll bunch up on the right. And they'll look to go deep over the middle. He's got his man at the 50. Breaks a tackle at the 45-40, 35-30. He's off to the races. And is it a race he's going to win? No. He gets inside the 5, though. Whoa. A 50-plus yard. Looks like 54, 56 yards to number 15, Rock Hullabar. So 56 yards there, and it's first down and goal. We got a whistle. Not quite sure what this whistle is for. Looking like they're waiting for the chains, it looks like, but you don't need the chains. You don't need the chains. The chains are irrelevant to inside the 5. It's not going to go back to a first and I don't know. They'll hand it off here. He cuts up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown. That a touchdown run by Joby Tweet from 4 yards out. And that will make it 21-0. And we got a Dragon player down. And while they take a look at him, we'll hope and pray that he is okay and be back after from our sponsors.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Blake Zemek, the injured Dragon player, he is being helped off the field right now. So a little prayer there during the commercial break that he'd be okay. Just watch over him, Lord. But, yeah, getting help to the sideline, it's never ideal when that happens because usually it's never good if you have to get helped. So we're not going to speculate as to anything that it is. All we're going to do is we're going to keep him in our prayers and hope and pray that he's all right. And hope it's not too bad. Never want to see that. Never, ever want to see an injury out there. And sometimes it's part of the nature of the game, but doesn't make it any less heartbreaking. We'll make sure he gets completely off the field before I wanted to get the camera back over there. Dang. Well, Pequot Lake's going to line up to go for two. They got a man who will run on late. That will be the place kicker, Lipke. And they will line up to go for the PAT. Snap spot, kick is up. No good. Well, so it'll stay 21-0. So 21-0 is our score. Pequot leads the Dragons with 7:47 to go here in quarter number 2. Coming up at half, we'll talk what has happened, really. That's what I meant to say. And then also what is going on around our local listening area, so stay tuned for all of that. A little bit of deflation now on the side of Pine City after an injury. And sometimes that happens, and golly, I hate it. Again, part of the game, but you just hate it. And you can tell this team just a little deflated right now after that. But you know what? You always have to do, and I think more teams do not do this, and they may not want to admit it, but go out there and run and hit somebody for your guy. Act like it wasn't an accident. Act like, use that as motivation, even though we know it was. It was an accident. They didn't do it on purpose. Pequot Lake, a very, actually, sportsman-like team. But Lipke with the kick. It'll be taken in at the 15 by Dens. Dens cuts it up to the 20-25 and gets cut down right near the 30. They might spot him right at the 29, and that's where the Dragons offense will take over. 7:43 to go here in quarter number 2. So they'll be out without one of their linemen. Ball is at the 29, by the way. Brace Orthodontic scoreboard, 21-0, 7:43 to go. Their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care and friendly, colorful atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. Dens will line up with two receivers left, one right tight end on the right side as well, running back to his left man in motion left to right. He will give the jet sweep there, and Darian Hall trying to cut it up, and he maybe gets a yard. Ball is alive, and it's picked up by Ogberg. Ogberg to the 45-50. Hey! The former running back. We just talked with head coach for today about how Hogberg had to switch from running back to lineman, and they're the running back coming out in Hogberg. He gets it all the way up to the 46-yard line. 25 yards for Hogberg. Well, it was a fumble, and Hogberg picked it up to go for 25. Ball is at the Pequot 46. A little bit of a different fumble Ruski than we've seen, but hey, if it works for those many yards, do it again. So now Pine City's got some life again. Man in motion, right to left. Denz will look to throw. He's got a man. He's got him. Get it on him. And did he catch it? Come on. Oh, no way. He caught it off the tip. Come on. He definitely caught it. Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding. No way. He bobbled it, I know, but he brought it in before he hit the ground. Oh, my goodness. You can't be serious on that one. No way. Oh, man. Well, it should be first and goal, or first and 10 inside the 20 is now second and 10. Oh, man. Well, we're calling it a catch in our book because, man, that was a clear catch. Well, they'll line up again. Two receivers right, one left, tight end on the left side as well. They'll give here to Hall. Hall dropped it, and he picks it up at the 50. So he'll lose 4 on second, and it'll be third down and 14. My man. But in first and 10 inside the 20. We got a moment. Let's take a look and see if we don't have it on the replay. There it is. Look at it. Now he bobbles it, but he clearly brings it in. He clearly brings it in. He's got it under his hands and then brings it to his chest on that replay. Man. Would have been inside the Rush City Auto red zone. Now we could be nitpicky and say, yeah, it could have been a little bit closer, but what a play by McKellar, and it won't count. Oh, well. So Denz will look again. He wanted to go back to McKellar. Instead, going to chuck it long for Hall. It's going to come up well short. It'll be intercepted inside the 10. And taken down at the 20-something on the return. Well, Denz, you know what? I'll give him credit because that was the right read. He just came up a little short on the throw. Got to tuck that chin in and get it a little bit more on a line. That's the right read because he wanted to go back to McKellar on the right side, but the defender was just too close. Hung that one up a little too much. I mean, again, you can't blame him for it. That was the right read, but dang. Shouldn't have ended that way. Should not have ended that way. Probably would have been in the end zone. Oh, well. One receiver left, 3 right for Pequot. Running back to the right, and now it'll be a quick screen out to the man who got the interception. He's got room to run and even more room to run up past the 35 for Sutton Sullivan, who got the interception. Sullivan gets it to the 36-yard line, 13 yards for him that time. That's how many yards he had for his touchdown catch. Up to the 36-yard line now. Pequot going to go fast, and 5:34 left. Pine City gets a man off late. I don't know if they needed to. I think they only have 10 now. Well, Spitzka will have some room to run. He's going to take it to the 40, and he'll cut it out of bounds here right about the 42-yard line. Blake Spitzka for about 6. And that'll make it 2nd and 4. Pine City, man, talk about a gut shot after the incompletion call. They were going to get all the momentum, especially after that Hogberg run. Now, granted, he picked it up off the fumble, but hey, doesn't matter. 2 receivers left, 3 right for Spitzka in the gun. Man in motion left to right. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the give to him. Spitzka. It'll be a screen here to number 5 up past the 50, and he'll get it to the Dragons 40. 17-yard gain there for Tade Magnuson. And it'll be spotted. They'll get it to the 39. Pequot Lakes will obviously go quick. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Now the running back, Magnuson, will be to the right of the quarterback. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Spitzka will take the snap out of the gun. He takes the snap. He'll look to his left. That's where he wants to go. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man, and it is overthrown. So that one will be incomplete. And if you want to believe it or not, that's only the third incompletion tonight for Spitzka. But again, Evan Duns has done a good job with his arm this evening. Talked with Coach Ford a little bit about that and making the right reads here tonight, making the correct reads, and got to be pleased with that. So it'll be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion from Spitzka. Trying to go to his intended receiver on this near side, Hullabar. Or was it was either Hullabar or Wallen. Either way, it doesn't matter. Man in motion left to right. He'll take the snap, give it up to Magnuson. He has room to run off to the right side, breaks off tackle inside the 30. Late flag, and that should be coming back. So it'll be a holding, and it'll be coming back. Yep, holding on the offense. And set him back 10 yards, so it'll be 2nd and long. So the Dragons will get a holding call on the Patriots, and now, again, you set them back in 2nd and long territory. This is where you need to come out and make a big stop. You get them into 2nd and long, make it 3rd and long. I don't know if they'd punt from here just because of how their offense has been rolling, but it'd be interesting to see. So Pine City needs a big couple plays here from their defense. 5 receivers set, 2 on the left side of the formation, 3 on the right. Spitzka in the gun. Spitzka takes the snap. His receiver's left a little early. He wants to take off and run with it off the right side line. Wanted to go deep. He still will. He's got his man right out the first down marker. And on that far side, I believe that's number 40 again, which is Sam Rothwell. And Rothwell gets I think a first down, so it would be a gain of about 19 for Rothwell, but sadly we have a Patriot player down. Oh, no. Again, injuries are just something you don't want to see. Maybe back here after word from our fine sponsors.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
So 19-yard pass play that time, and it'll be 3rd and 1, so less than ideal for the Dragons. Clock will continue to run, 4:03 and counting. 3 receivers left, 1 right, running back to the right of Spitzka in the gun. Won't be surprised if we see maybe a halfback direct play here, and he'll get it up to about the 27. Gain of 3 for Magnuson. But it will be a new set of downs, even despite the short gain. And Pequot will go quick. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Running back to the left now of Spitzka. He'll take the snap, and he'll look to his right. Going back to his left, stepping up, throwing. And it's into the end zone. He's got it. Touched. No, yeah. Can't call that one complete as he was out of bounds. It was almost a good catch, but he bobbled it there at the last second. I think what he tried to do is get a little bit of a better grip, and what that led to is him bobbling it. It bounced off his hands again, and then he couldn't pull it in before his foot went out of bounds, Wallen, the intended receiver that time. Close, but no cigar, as the saying goes. Or almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, as my grandfather would say. Love that saying, by the way. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Pine City got to capitalize when they get Pequot in these 2nd and 3rd and longs. 3 receivers right, 1 left. For Spitzka in the gun with his running back Magnuson to his left. Spitzka will look like he's getting the attention of his receivers, possibly to change up the play or just let him know something. Spitzka will take the snap. He'll look to his right. Wants to go to his right. A bullet pass, and it's incomplete. His intended receiver that time was Sutton Sullivan. So 3rd and 10. Here you go, Dragons. This is your opportunity now. You got him into 3rd and long. Make a stop. You're obviously going to have to make a stop on 4th, but get a stop here and get the ball back. going to not have a lot of time, but you'll still have time enough to go down and score. Third and 10. 3 receivers left, or right, excuse me, 1 left. Magnuson to the left of the quarterback, Spitzka in the gun. He'll take the snap. Looking to his right. That's where he wants to go, and it's caught by Sullivan, and Sullivan inside the 5 to about the 3-4 yard line. It'll be a gain of about 24. And it'll be first down and goal inside the Rush City Auto Red Zone. They have 2 locations, the one in Rush City and the one in North Branch called Standard Auto and Classics. So they'll get a man on late here. That will be the running back, Joby Tweet. They'll line up in the split back. He fumbled it! And he, unfortunately for Pine City, gets back on top of it at around the 4 yard line. So he'll lose, 1. So loss of 1 on the fumbled snap there. Second down and goal. Ball to 4. 2:41 to go here in the second quarter. Pine City's trying to get the ball back, and Spitzka going to go to the sideline. Oh, no, he'll stop about halfway. Spitzka will get the play call in, and they'll go to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with the same split back formation. Tight ends on each side of the line of scrimmage. Spitzka looking like he wants to get this one off quickly. He will. It'll be a roll. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrew him, but he finds a man. They're going to get, I think, roughing the passer here. Well, it'll be a touchdown, but I think it's going to stand because of the roughing the passer. With the touchdown catch that time was number 33. That is Braden Wallen. So Braden Wallen this time with the touchdown catch. So we'll stand. It'll be 27-0. It'll be on Pine City. $27-0. The lineup to go for the PAT. And now we get a timeout by Pequot. Well, while they take a timeout, we will as well. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors at WCMP.
Guy Fieri's Flavortown is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. You know, Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavortown is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavortown at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Back here on WCMP. Got an update over in Malacca. They trail Albany 28-0 after the first quarter. Here in our game, 27-0 with 2:06 to go here in the first half before we get to our Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime. Lipke and company will line up to go for 2, for the PAT, but with the timeout called, I wouldn't be surprised maybe we see maybe a little trickery here. It's kind of weird to call a timeout on a PAT, but if you don't have the right personnel, you can see why, but let's see what they do. Here's the snap spot. Kick is up, and it is good. That'll make it 28-0. So 28-0 on our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. Custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. They will also leave you with the smile you'll embrace forever. $2:06 to go in half number 1. And again, be sure to stay tuned. At half, we'll get a little bit of a roundup from around our local listening area with the scores being updated. Looks like they will kick the ball off from the Dragons 45 because of the roughing the passer penalty on the touchdown. Wow. That's rough. Well, Pine City might just leave this one for a touchback. Lipke's been cooking it good all night, but let's see if he doesn't try to check this one up. And nope, just let that one go. They will touchback, and they'll start at the 20. So the Dragons will have their 5th possession here tonight. 3rd in this second quarter. 2:06 to go. They'll have the length of the field to go, though. Let's see if these receivers can't get behind these Pequot Lake defenders again, because Pine City's been, there have been a good handful of plays where the Pine City receivers have gotten behind the Pequot Lake cornerbacks, and if Dens can just lay it in there, man, if he can layer it in there, Pine City's going to score. Let's see what they do. Line up in the gun, the man in motion. Left to right, they'll toss it back. Oh, he lost it. He's on it. And they'll lose a chunk of yards there. I think it was Sam John. No, that's number 10, Mitchell Norton, was going to lose, about 5, maybe 6, 7 yards. Let's see, it's inside the 15. I think he lost about 7. Well, not how you want to start a drive that you want to try and get something as a spark to get into halftime. Clock will roll under 1.5 to go here in the first half. And now taking a while to get out of the huddle. 5 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And a timeout called by Pine City. Just taking too long in the huddle. And now they got to call timeout. So we're going to keep it here as we'll have a host of commercials coming up at the half. Here's some sponsors. Timeout taken with 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Pine City trails the Patriots 28-0. It's been the last couple have been a little bit rough for Pine City just because, they're struggling to kind of keep their heads about them right now. And not so much just, anger rise and stuff like that. Just fundamental football-wise. They're getting some silly penalties out there. Too long in the huddle, not getting the play in on time. It's just some things that they got to shore up as they go forward. And again, this is a tough opponent. This is Pequot Lakes. Again, they're a top 10 team for a reason, but at the same time, they can be competitive with this team. There's no reason that they can't do that. So here they'll go for second and about 17. I'll line up a receiver on each side of the formation. Man in motion left to right, or right to left rather. It'll be tossed backwards here for Sam Johnson. Cuts it up the field, trying just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he maybe gained a yard, if anything. He didn't gain anything. So 3rd and long here, and if you're Pine City, you just want to use up this clock. Don't let Pequot get the ball back and try and score again before half. Just take up the rest of the clock. Try and get one chunk play before the clock runs out. And then if you do, then go up, call it your last time out, drop a couple of plays, and then try and get to the end zone. But if you can't here, just try and use up as much of that clock as you can. That way, with the last play, you just throw it out of bounds as long and as far as you can to draw off the rest of the clock. Same formation, except man in motion now left to right, and they'll give it up here to Norton. Norton trying to get around the corner to the 15, and he is ripped down. And he'll get it to about the 18, a gain of 5 there for Norton. That looks like that'll do it for our first half of play. So that will do it, and we are now at the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime here at Pine City. The Patriots lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 28-0. Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime. Holmes in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. They are even recommended by insurance companies. Take a commercial break. We'll be back to recap this half and talk about what's going on in our local listening area here on WCMP.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs, Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Thursday, October 10th in PTCC's brand new Automotive Lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350. We're at halftime here, the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime. It is 28-0 Pequot Lakes over your Pine City Dragons. Taking a look at the stats from the half, looking at the Pequot Lakes Patriots. They were 4 of 19 passing, 218 yards with 3 touchdowns. They ran the ball 13 times for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. That is good for what? 100 and, what would that be, 66 yards, 266 yards, I apologize, and 4 touchdowns. They did have 2 interceptions, 1 sack, 3 penalties on 5 drives. For the Pine City Dragons, they were 12 of 19 rushing, 0 for 4 passing, 2 interceptions. They had 2 turnovers, 4 penalties on 5 possessions. Albany leads Malacca now at half 42-0. Just a quick update there before I forget. So it's been a tough go of things here in the first half for Pine City. They've had a couple of things going well for them, but we have just kind of yet to see them really get going. Here in this first half of play, so it's been kind of just a tough go of things, really, and we've for Pine City, they've had a couple of chances where they had Pequot into second and third and longs, and they just could not get off the field. Some bad angles defensively to the ball carriers, and then just some tough, not as great open field tackling for them either. They have struggled with the angles to get to the ball carriers, and that is what has led them to miss some of these tackles, reaching a little bit, not getting low, and staying a little high on those. So it's been a tough go of things here in this first half. But Pine City really has all the makings of being competitive here in this one. They should be, and I mean, they really should be. This is a game that I really think that they could definitely be competitive. And maybe not win this game per se, but they could definitely be competitive in my opinion. And just right now, just not going their way. So we'll see if that can improve as they go forward. Just a lot that they want to improve on here as they do go forward in this game. As we take a look at all across our area here tonight, we'll get to that after our next break. But yeah, a tough thing for Pine City. One of their linemen went down. That was Blake Zemek. He went down late in this first half on a goal line play. Went down. He had to be helped off the field, so he is unfortunately out for the rest of this one. And we just, again, hope and pray that it is nothing serious. But for Pine City, 19 total yards of offense, 2 interceptions. But only one of those interceptions was bad. The other one was not an overthrow. It was an underthrow, but I thought Evan Dens here tonight has done a pretty good job. They got one. They had one that should have been called a catch by Kevin McKellar. We'll even get a instant replay of that one. You can see the deep throw to McKellar. He had everyone beat. He bobbled it there, but he definitely pulled it in at that last second right before going to the ground. We'll see it again here. Let's see if we can't pause it. You can see right here, he got it, bobbled it, but look at him pull it back, and you can see right there that brown spot in his hands. He pulls it in right there, right before he hits the ground. So just unfortunate that they called that incomplete, but that was the call. As we will just hope that they can find, and I said it in this first half. There have been a few plays in this game where it's been more than a handful now that these Pine City receivers have gotten behind the Pequot Lakes defensive backs. And Dens has been just a little long on it. You can kind of tell he's getting that adrenaline rush when he sees him that wide open, chucking it down. Just a little overthrow, but man, if he can reel that in a little bit and get these passes to be laid in there, this Pine City team could really get jump-started offensively. Their defense hasn't done a terrible job here tonight. They've given up a few chunk plays, but haven't done a terrible job here tonight. But, man, that offense is just waiting. It's just waiting to get started. And if they can complete a few of these passes here tonight in this second half, I would bet a lot that offense is going to get rolling and very quickly. So as we go through this halftime period, the Dragons going over what they need to try and get done. Early on, their offensive line really couldn't get any push. I said it before the first quarter ended. Both these defensive lines were really doing a good job of getting push up front. They were getting low. They were being physical. And the defenses for both these squads are being physical. But you could just see a different kind of fire for Pine City coming out to start this game on defense with that physicality. And it was great to see, but unfortunately that soon started to take a hit as Pequot Lakes was able to get a few chunk plays downfield. But if you're Pine City, got to come back out in the second half with that same mentality, just that same mentality to go out there, be the guy who's giving the hits, not taking them, and this is a figure of speech, but punching the other team in the mouth, that's what you'd say in the old school, just got to go out and punch the team in the mouth, just be the more physical team. And they have shown that they can do that. They just need to show it again here in the second half, and I think they can get things to start to roll their way. Again, will they win this one? Maybe not. But if they can start to be competitive again in this one, if they can go down and score a few touchdowns, get that offense rolling, the defense is going to catch a little bit of a break. They'll be able to rest a little bit on the sideline, and they can go back out there with some fresher legs. And in talking with Coach Ford, he mentioned it, unfortunately the defense just has been out there too long in these games, and they get tired, they get fatigued, and that's a lot of reasons why sometimes we see the other teams get these chunk plays. So for Pine City, can they get this defense a little bit of a rest and their offense go on some longer drives? Even if it's not longer drives, even if you can score offensively, you're okay with that, because then that kind of gives a little bit of energy to the defense. If your offense can score some touchdowns, you'd like it to be more than a couple plays long, but even if it is a couple plays, sometimes the defense gets energized from that and takes that going on to their defensive possession. So hopefully this offense can get moving, they can figure a few things out, and the defense can start to get a little bit more rest. We're at the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime here in Pine City. Hail damage, get your vehicle to Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified. They are even recommended by insurance companies. Had an accident? Let Holmes Auto Body and Glass fix you up. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything: your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. a true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP, the end of the half, as Pine City will get ready to receive the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. Kettle River Pizza, great tasting products. That was our Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime break. So we will get set to boot it away. And there's the boot. It'll be taken in by Sam Johnson at about the 20, cuts it up and gets up past the 35, trying to grind towards the 40, but he'll be stopped short of that, but it'll be a good return. Looking at some of our scores from around the area. Trying to, anyways. Cambridge Isani fell to Elk River 51-19. North Branch beat Duluth East 22-12. Bram is up over Cherry 12-0. And here comes the offense for Pine City. More trails Cloquet at half 14-0 over there. Evan ends, I formation, two receivers left. Man in motion left to right. Takes a snap, toss right. Sam Johnson trying to cut it back up the field. He finds a little bit of a lane, but not much doing there. He maybe gets it to the 37. Gain of 1 for Johnson. Maybe. Yeah, gain of 1. So gain of 1 there. Princeton currently trailing Fergus Falls. (21-14). They're in the third. So now in the I formation again, man in motion left to right. Take the snap, he'll fake the give. Now look to pass, and this time too far out in front of the intended receiver, McKellar. They have yet to complete a pass here tonight. Dens has just been a little too juiced on those throws, so it'll be 3rd and 9 now after the incompletion. Ogilvie trails Cromwell right at half, 35-0. This will be the end of our updates here. Saga Lakes won't play till tomorrow, so their game at noon. I think it's North St. Paul. Line up in that same formation. Two receivers left in the I formation. Man in motion left to right. Norton, he'll take the snap. Will Dens, he'll look to throw it up and nobody home. And then in fact, the defender who knocked it down actually took away an interception for his teammate. And it's another one that's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9. So lining up to boot this one away will, of course, be Kurth. Couple good punts there in the first half. And there's the punt. This one, again, a good punt. He reeled in at the 30, coming up the field to the 35. Tries to make a man miss, but he is swung down. We're going to get a flag. What is the flag for? So we got a flag down, not quite sure what it's for. Got holding on Pequot. So their first penalty of the second half. They'll start this drive backed up. So push them way back towards the 21-yard line. That's where they'll start with their offense possession. Unfortunately for Pine City, did not take a lot off the clock. There's 4:32 on the clock, apparently. I know that's not right. Can't imagine they're doing shorter quarters. I'm not real sure what's going on with that. Meanwhile, the carry there up to the 25, 6, 26. Tanner Jasmine with the gain of 5. Can't tell if we got a new quarterback out there. Looks like we do, but can't quite tell. No, yes. And this time the carry by number 28. He slips at about the 25, 26. 26 on the carry. I apologize. And 26 is Bodie Nybakken. No gain there for Nybakken, and it's 3rd down and 5. He'll take the snap with a new quarterback, throw out to his right. He's got a man wide open. That's number 0. Caught it at the 35, and he's ripped down at the 40. Gain of 14 for number 0. Logan Hapke. And we got a Dragon player down. I'll try and update this here. I think it's Eli Martini, the new quarterback. But again, a Dragon player down here on that far side. I think he was close to or involved in the tackle. And don't want to see that. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. See if he gets up here shortly. If not, we will take a commercial break. That's Sam Johnson over there. He is up. Well, that's good news. Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard shows 3:12 to go in the third. I guess we went shorter quarters, apparently. I don't know. That would have been, what, 5 minutes to start? 6 minutes? I don't know. I guess we're shortening the quarters in the second half, I guess. I'm not sure. I apologize. Sam Johnson getting helped off the field. I'm going to keep the camera away so that give him some respect. So he had to be helped off the field. Never want to see that. One of their new receivers out there is number 19, Wyatt Hooser. Takes the snap. It'll be a give off the left side of the line. He's got some room to run to the 50, and he is gone. That is number 31, who takes it all the way. No flags are down. Touchdown there for Tanner Jasmine. 59 yards, touchdown for Pequot Lakes. And that'll make it 34-0. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm not sure that there's now 2:52 to go. I know we didn't just go through 10 minutes of a quarter, so I believe we're shortening the quarters here in the second half. It almost looks like 5 or 6 minute quarters, so unfortunately the game will be done sooner than later, sadly. They'll line up to go for 2. They'll give it up back to the running back, number 26, Nybakken, and Nybakken is in for 2, 36-0. So it's 36-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Patriots lead over your Pine City Dragons. Getting shortened quarters here in the second half, so well, let's see if Pine City can't get a little bit of a jump start here and get something going for themselves on this offensive drive. So you get set to return this one. Patriots back out there. They've obviously got their backups into the Patriots. Looks like we'll get Denz and 21, which would be Ezra Barth. Denz and Barth back deep to return. Skiff will be the man in front of them. So again, Denz and Barth back deep to return. And here's the boot. It'll be taken in by Barth. Barth back behind the 15 up to the 20 to the 25. Cuts it out and he's taken out at about the 26, 27-yard line. That's where the Dragons will take over. Looks like we might get a Skiff in at quarterback here. So Xavier Skiff come in as quarterback. And we have running clock also. Yeah, even with running clock, I don't think it was 10 minutes worth. I could be wrong. That just seems way too quick. We'll keep you updated on that. Well, Skiff will be the new quarterback. In the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 left. Skiff will take off with it himself. Stutter steps a little bit, then gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up a yard. That'll be about it. So a gain of 1 there for Skiff. So Skiff will get the play call into the offensive huddle as we run under a minute and a half to go in the third. Skiff in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Man in motion right to left. He'll take the snap. It's a low snap, and he's just got to do something with it. And, yeah, nothing doing there. He might have lost the yard that he gained. He did. So it'll be 3rd and 10. By the time this next snap comes, we'll be under a minute to go in the third quarter. So Skiff will come back to the sideline now. He will not be the quarterback. Back out there is Denz. Denz will line up in the gun, 2 receivers left. He's got a little bit of a bunch tight end on the right side. Man in motion, left to right. Takes the snap. It's a low snap again. Denz trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets up to about the 30. It's a gain of 4 for Evan Denz. So it'll be 4th and 6 for the Dragons. Do they just say kind of, hey, let's just go for it just because? Well, that'll be the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. While we take a moment, We'll switch quarters and ends of the field, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter play here on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com. 106.5 FM, 1350 AM is your home for Packers football.
It will be Green Bay football. Crowd was roaring.
Get all the action every game, every game.
There he goes. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He leaped into the end zone. Touchdown.
The hits, the touchdowns, the Lambeau leaps. Live Packers action every game.
There is your dagger.
Catch every game locally. 106.5 FM or 1350 AM. WCMP.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Pine City. Pequot Lakes leads 36-0. Some injuries here for Pine City in this one. Sam Johnson, the latest injury. Zemek went out earlier with an ankle injury. Both will not return to this game. We have 10-minute quarters. That's what it was, and running clocks. That's why it went so quick, ladies and gentlemen. That's unfortunate. I hate to always see that because, man, these guys only get a certain amount of plays and things for football in their careers, and hate to see it shortened, but sometimes that's just how it has to happen. Pine City will line up to go for it here on 4th and 6. Den's a low snap. He'll look to throw. He just chucks it up. His receivers got to come back to the ball. They got to come back to the ball. There's a flag. So we could see pass interference now. So we could see the interception erased. The pass was intended for Darian Hall. We could see a flag on this play. We could see PI, which would erase the interception, and Pine City would get a first down. I think they would certainly take that, but we got, oh, man, another Pine City player down. Oh, no. This time it's big number 74. That's Stish. And, again, we hope and pray that he is okay. Nick Bolt will go in for him. Stish is down, though, and we'll take a commercial break.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
So it was a pass interference call on Pequot Lakes. It gives Pine City a free first down. The ball will be spotted at the 40. Erase the interception. It doesn't count. And again, Stish was the injured Dragon, so unfortunately I'm guessing his night may be over as well. Clock will run again with 9.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. In the gun, I think is that, I didn't quite tell. That wasn't our normal quarterback. Now it's Tucker Johnson on the carry. And Tucker Johnson plows forward for maybe 2. So Tucker Johnson there with a 2-yard plunge. And it'll be 2nd and 8. Clock runs under 9 minutes to go. It's number 8 in at quarterback, Tanner Johns, the last play. Now number 7, Asa Schwarzbauer. It might have been who it was to begin with. So Asa will look to throw. He stops, throws. He's got a man past the 50, and it is caught and out of bounds near the 42-yard line. That is caught by number 19, James Noreen. Gain of 17 there from Schwarzbauer to Noreen. Nice job by Asa Schwarzbauer getting that pass off. Schwarzbauer, no, this is now 8 again. And no, it is number 6, which is Braden Fort. Braden Fort takes it. Fort, nowhere to go on that carry. So no gain. Looks like they're kind of switching back and forth on the quarterbacks here. $7:20 to go in the game. This time it will be Asa. So they'll be switching between those two, it looks like. Asa will be in the gun. Man in motion right to left. He'll hand it off to Evan Denz. Evan Denz up past the 40, nearing the 35. They'll stop him at the 36. Gain of 6 for Denz. And this is just an opportunity for Pine City to kind of look and see what they have elsewhere. Maybe look at a different lineup they haven't tried yet that they've wanted to. Look at guys at a couple different positions, so on and so forth. As Tanner Johns will jump back onto the field, as well as Skiff. Petronic. Will exit. Petronic has had a pretty good night defending. I think so here they go in the gun. It appears to be Skiff. He'll take it off the low snap, off the left side of the line, and he is close to a first down if he didn't get it. They'll spot him, looks like, at the 31, and that's a gain of 5 for a first down. Hey, get the ball moving here late, 6 minutes to go. Put it in the end zone before the end of the game there, Dragons. New set of downs for Pine City, under 6 minutes. And I believe that's now Fort in the gun. Braden Fort. 2 men in motion. Not supposed to do that, and that'll be an illegal motion penalty. Yeah, you can't have 2 guys in motion at the same time. That'll be their first penalty of the fourth quarter. Actually, their first of the second half. So that'll back them up 5. Michael Petronic will check back into the game for James Noreen. Again, just a chance to look at some different spots for different guys to be in. So in the gun again, I believe it's Braden Fort. Right next to him is Evan Denz. Fort will take the snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man out right. It's tipped in, knocked away. Looking for Michael Petronic. And it's incomplete there for Braden Fort. So they've gone between Skiff, Schwarzbauer, and Fort here at the quarterback position in this fourth quarter. Looks like now going out there, it will be Asa Schwarzbauer. So Schwarzbauer will be the next guy to try and run or throw. 2nd and 15 after the incompletion, under 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Man in motion left to right for Pine City. They'll give it up to Tucker Johnson. He has a lot of room to run. Runs through an arm tackle, plows forward past the 30. And he gets it to the 29, a gain of 8 for Tucker Johnson. And it'll be 3rd and medium, about 6-7 to go. Here comes Noreen. He'll check off. Looks like Skiff will come back into the game as the quarterback now. He'll get this 3rd and 7 play with 3.5 minutes to go. And they break the huddle, get to the line. He'll have Dens to his right, 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end on the right as well. Man in motion left to right, behind the quarterback. Looks to be a toss play out to him, trying to get some blockers in front of him. Not much, but he makes a cutback up to the 25. He won't have the first down, but he'll pick up about 4. Gain of 4 that time for McCoy McConnell. And it'll be 4th and 3 for Pine City. So they'll line up to go for it here. 2:30 to go. Oh, high snap for Braden Fort. And he'll look to get rid of it. He's got a man who comes back to the ball. Oh, Michael Petronic made the wrong move, came backwards. Well, no gain there. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Clock will temporarily stop at 2:21. And Pequot Lakes will get it. And this will more than likely finish off our game. Well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. After the game, in the post game, we'll get our Pine Insurance player of the game for Pine City. And I believe I do know who we're picking. So Pequot Lakes back out there. 2 receivers right, 1 left. He'll throw it quickly out left, or right rather, and it's caught. Not much doing there. Maybe a gain of 2 from Martini to number 22. That is Sean Ebnett. Gain of 2 for him. And it'll be 2nd and 8. Under 2 minutes to go. They'll get a draw play, but he's going nowhere. Might have lost a yard or 2. I think that was 26 on the carry. And he loses. Oh, it was 29. Blaze Holman. Lost 1. Lost 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Under a minute and a half now to go. And they'll fake the give. It's an end around reverse. He lost the ball and just dives on it back at about the 22. That was 21 with the toss, but he lost a bunch. Back to the 22, loss of 6. Creditchville. So now 4th and about 15 here for Pequot Lakes. They'll get 1 more playoff. We'll see what they decide to do, and then that will do it here in Pine City. So they line up in that gun. They'll give it back to him, and nowhere to go. That's Skiff right there. What a job by Xavier Skiff with the tackle for loss. Got him all the way back near the 15. What a job by Xavier Skiff coming in there untouched and absolutely laying the lumber to the running back. Where will they spot him at? Right at the 14. Loss of 7 that time for Crediteville. Wow. Nice job. So they'll get a couple plays here. 28 seconds to go. Let's see him get in the end zone now. Petronic?
Hey, Coach. Coach.
Pine City will have it.
Coach.
And now we get a timeout here by Pequot Lakes. So the Patriots will call a timeout. That's their first. They want to talk over something. They want to make sure they don't allow Pine City into the end zone. But Pine City, they're trying to get on the board here before the end of this one. They're trying to take that goose egg off the board, get some confidence going forward for next week. That is homecoming against Mora. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait for that game next week. That's going to be a phenomenal game. If you have not tuned in, if you haven't watched one yet, come out to next week's game between Pine City and Mora. That's going to be a phenomenal matchup. Back out of timeout. Pequot Lakes on to the field again. They're going to have, looks like a safety sit way back in the end zone. They don't want to give up anything over top. Pine City has, looks like all 3 timeouts here, so they can get a couple plays off. Get a couple chunk plays and get in the end zone. At quarterback for the Dragons will be Asa Shoresbauer. Sends a man in motion. They'll toss it to him. Trying to get some blockers in front at the 15, and he's stopped and driven backwards. Johns with the carry. No gain there, and looks like they'll just be okay with letting that clock run down. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So the final here in this one, Pine City falls to Pequot Lakes 36-0. We'll take a commercial break, hear a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back to recap this one and also have our Pine Insurance Player of the Game join us in the postgame. Be sure to stay tuned for that. 36-0, Pine City loses. Be sure to stay tuned for the postgame coming up after this.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another man's treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another man's treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'm joined by one of the co-head.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Back here on WCMP, we'll get our player of the game here shortly. That will be Michael Petronic. And while we wait for him, the Dragons fall here to the Pequot Lakes Patriots 36-0. It was a tough one here for Pine City tonight. Just couldn't get much going offensively. Again, penalties kind of set them back a little bit. Had no turnovers, but yeah, the penalties kind of set them back. Probably could have had a few. Petronic had a few really good pass breakups, and we'll see what he has to say about tonight's game when he returns. So we're going to get one more commercial break, and then when we come back, we will have our Pine Insurance Player of the Game you will receive the coveted Pine City Player of the Game T-shirt for job well done tonight. Thank you, Pine Insurance Agency, for covering Minnesota and Wisconsin. Back after a word for our fine sponsors.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. We're now joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. That is Michael Petronic. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Now, this was a tough game against a really good Pequot Lakes team. What do you guys take away from this game?
Take away, it's a hard-fought game. I'm really proud of all my teammates. This team's like a family, and we're always there to bring each other up, even in the down moments.
And this defense has been on the field a lot this year, unfortunately. But, man, the fire that you guys came out with here tonight was so impressive, just the difference from last year to this year. What is it like to see that from your team?
To see last year, sitting on the sideline, I was seeing, they scored one early. We were down the whole game. But this team, they scored one early, and we come back firing. And I just want to say I'm so proud of this team.
The physicality has really stepped up here. Watched it all night with you guys. You made a couple of big tackles early on here tonight. Looks like that kind of not only got you, but the team fired up as well. Does this team just kind of look for contact?
Yeah, we're always out there. We're ready to be aggressive at all times. And this is the most aggressive team I've ever played for, and I'm really proud of all of them.
You had a couple of good coverage spots here tonight as well, covering the ball. You don't have to face a ton of passing teams, but you faced a couple so far. What is it like being out there as a DB, trying to stick to your assignments and cover these receivers?
You just got to stay in your own head. You can't be overthinking things. If you're going to go, you better go.
And like I mentioned, some good coverages out there by this defense. Other guys made some good plays as well. Again, a loss here tonight, but this team has grown, and this team easily could be 4-0 right now, 4-1 maybe. Looking at this team, what is kind of the message to the entire team now going into next week, knowing that you've got more for homecoming?
Yeah, like you said, this team we're not an 0-5 team. This team is the grittiest team I've ever played for. I've played sports all my life. I started playing football in 4th grade. I just want to say this is my favorite team to be part of. We're one big family. Everybody's always there to back each other up, and I'm so thankful for all these kids.
Awesome. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. Can't wait to see what next week brings. This is going to be a fun week of play, and good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP, appreciate Michael Petronic again coming up to do that Player of the Game interview. Greatly appreciate him. You might have just seen, I turned the camera on just in time because I seen what they were doing. They had a prayer circle right there, and they did that post game, and I think that's so important. This country needs to get back to Jesus badly. But going forward off of that, man, just a tough one here tonight for Pine City. But again, you heard Petronic say it. This is a gritty team. This is a really physical team. You know, he mentioned it. You know, this is the toughest team that he's been a part of, and I love the way that these young men talk about this team. It's not just, we got to do better. We should do it. No, it's, man, I love my teammates. I love this team. I love playing for these guys. I want to play harder. It is so great to see them think that way, to talk that way, to carry themselves in that way. It is so impressive to see them do that. I mean, you don't see it from everybody. This team does, though, and I'm so impressed with that. And it just shows that they want to do so well for each other. And man, next week, I'm excited. I'm getting excited right now for it, man. Next week's game is going to be phenomenal. They get Mora. It's a rivalry game. It's homecoming for Pine City. Let's get to next week. What do you say? But first, we got to get through the week. And for Pine City, that means getting back, watching film, and getting healthy. They did have a couple of injuries here tonight that a couple guys go out and not get back into the game. Sam Johnson was one of them. He was late, so I think that one, hopefully, we're crossing our fingers that might be just something that we're just keeping him out for. But sadly, early on in the game, it was Blake Zemek who went out with an injury. And it didn't look good. He was unfortunately out for the rest of the game. He stayed around, stuck with the team. He wanted to see his team play, and I know the guys appreciate that, but it's so unfortunate when you get injuries. I hate seeing injuries for anyone. You just never want to see it, and we will continue to hope and pray for those guys. But just hopefully they can get healthy, and hopefully it's just a sprain, and hopefully that doesn't mean that they'll be done. And I know those guys will want to be out for next week, but, well, out playing is what I mean, not out, but we'll see if they can't get healthy in time, and if not, they'll for sure be on the sideline cheering their teammates on. But tough loss here tonight against a really strong team in Pequot Lakes. It's not ideal, but for Pine City, they played a tough team. It's out of the way. You go into next week. It's a new week. Forget about what happened here tonight. Obviously, go to film on Monday. Figure out some of those things. But you go into next week. It's a brand new week, and you're just getting ready for Mora. It's Mora week. It's homecoming. Let's get right to it. Let's just move on past tonight. Stick with it for the next 12 hours. Then forget about it. Move on to next week. Look at film. Do whatever you got to do Monday. Then come right ready for next Friday's homecoming game. If you can't tell, I'm excited. I love rivalry week, man. It is so much fun. But thank you to Michael Petronic for joining us here as our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Had a couple of deflections, a couple of big hits here tonight, and really kind of set the tone for his team defensively. I was really impressed with Petronic this evening. But the Dragons do fall here tonight, 36-0 to the Patriots of Pequot Lakes. We'll look to try and get some updates for you from around our local listening area. Malacca did fall to Albany. Try and get the final there for you from that one. It was, looks like 42-8, Malacca falls to Albany. The third quarter over in Mora just concluded. Let's see if we can't get an update there for you over on 95.5 FM. Adam Hefty on the call on that one. Looks like is 26-6, Cloquet with the lead over Mora. We'll try and get an update here from Bram as well, as they are hosting Cherry here this evening. Bram and Cherry. Cherry just took the lead 22-20 in the fourth quarter. So that game going on, that's a good one as well, as they are trailing now by 2 is Bram. So that's one that we'll keep an eye on as well. A couple finals. Cambridge Isani fell to Elk River 51-19. North Branch was able to get the victory over Duluth East 22-12. Last we checked, Foley had their game well in hand over St. Cloud Apollo, so don't need to worry too much about that one. The only one that we will check on, I think, is Princeton. They were playing Fergus Falls at home. We'll go ahead and check and see how they're doing right now. Again, it was 14-21 at the start of the third quarter. We'll go ahead and see if we can't get an update there for you. It's 28-14 now with 11 minutes left in the fourth, so that fourth quarter just began over there. So a bunch of good games going on here tonight. Unfortunately, this one did not go the way the Dragons wanted it to. But again, it's over. Now you move on to next week. It's homecoming week. Let me tell you what, man, I am so excited for next week. Oh, man, I'm chomping at the bit to get to next Friday. Now I know I got a lot of games to get through the week, some really good volleyball games to get through, but I also might have a baby by the time we talk again next Friday. So I'm kind of hoping that the baby comes before or after next Friday's game, but you know what? If not, I will be listening from my couch in the hospital, tuning into that one for sure. So if I am not here next week at all, just know I'm in the hospital having my third child. I'm excited for that too, man. It's going to be a fun week next week. Got a baby on the way, got homecoming, got a lot of rivalries going on. It's going to be a fun week next week. I'm excited. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks so much for putting up with me, my babbling on, my terrible English, my terrible speaking at times, forgetting stuff. I appreciate you with putting up for me. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. If you want to stay tuned to all things local sports, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. That way, every time that we go live with a local sporting event, all you'll have to do is get that notification, click on it. It will take you right to the live video. Other ways you can stay tuned is on 100.9 FM with the morning show with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45, where we'll talk local sports. This game, all the other games that went on in our local listening area, plus some regional and national sports as well. Another way you can stay tuned is our website at WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab there, hover over it, then click on broadcast schedule. That will show you all the links for the games that we have coming up that week. Those are subject to change. We'll also have articles from games that we've been at, interviews with coaches and players on there as well. Another way you can stay tuned, believe it or not, yes, there's another way. Our social media, our Facebook at WCMP Radio, and then our Instagram at the same, and then our Twitter at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. Breaking sports news, local sports that is, broken records, LOI signings, updates from players in college, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, Hall of Fame, all that and more you can find on our social medias and our website. So be sure to stay tuned, especially subscribe to this YouTube channel. Again, the final here in this one on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, the Dragons fall to Pequot Lakes 36-0. They will host Mora for homecoming next Friday. Again, I appreciate all of you for tuning in. It means the world to me, because if you're not tuning in, they see that I have 0 views, that nobody's tuning in, and they say, hey, Ethan, really don't need you to go out here anymore. Really don't need you to go out to this game, that game. Don't need you to go out and broadcast anymore. But because you guys continue to tune in, that's why I have a job, so I appreciate you. I want to give a shout-out to all of our fine sponsors as well, because they help us to get through the season. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here anyway, so we appreciate all of them. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can make their day, especially here in the month of September as it is ending. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, even if it's not Mental Health Awareness Month. We need to pay attention and check on the people who always seem happy. Sometimes those people are in their heads a little bit too much. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. For WCMP Anthem Country, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a good rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.